Look, Axis is kind of growing old, isn't he? He's an old man, but he's still a worthy fighter. As we go back to the ice mine. Here we go again. But at least we know part of the way to go. Now let me remind myself which way to go. Ah yes. Back to where we met Axis. And then further on down. To hopefully get some more treasure. And find Sala. And her enchanted jewel. No, not like that. One of the magical treasures. To defeat Rimzala. Why do we have to defeat Rimzala? Because these monsters keep appearing. Of course. And who's all behind us? Why, that jerk Galleon. Yeah, the court magician that observed the king. By the way, Axis. Isn't your name supposed to be spelled A-X-E-S? Singular or plural of Axis? What am I talking about? I forgot my way. Oh yeah, down here. And through here. And we're doing much better because we're better equipped. Not optimal. But at least we don't lose all of our hit points in 3 hits. As we go through icicles, ice, and polarity. Did I say polarity? I have something else in my mind. Home! Home sweet home. And effort, flame too. Definitely useful. Home! I no longer need a return ring. But it might be a good idea to carry one anyways. And Axis finally learned some magic. I was hoping he'd learn a heal, but that's not till later. As we go to the depths of the polar dungeon. And make sure we go the right way. I think we've met all the regular enemies in this dungeon. I'm not quite sure though. So if I do any repeats, I apologize ahead of time. I also apologize if you hear any jingling or other weird sounds from a dog. She's been quite feisty recently. And if one of our spirits get low, we can always call the other one out. Especially since they both have level 2 attack spells now. Oh no, it's a deep one! This is the one I'm not sure if we've met before. But for now, we shall flame. Although Sith is more preferable in this part. Doing some damage is better than none. Deep ones have 56 hit points. Other than being water, nothing really special. But yes, because they are water, they hit different for quite a lot. So instead of getting quite a lot, get hit a lot less. Defeat your enemies quickly. Because it's cold down here. Seriously. I think that's a new record. Speaking of records, Axis is getting wrecked over there. What more can I say? Other than I'm still vastly underleveled for this. The more I think about it, the more retreat just does not work. And again, Axis isn't exactly the fastest guy. I keep thinking that he's a dwarf because of his helmet, but no, he's a regular human with an epic beard. and mustache. I can't grow an epic beard mustache. My workplace doesn't allow it, and it makes me sad. This is the one fight you want to run away from. 6 Mantecos. They will mess your stuff up. Because of that lightning too. Even if you do change your tribute to fire, it still does about 15 to 20 damage a pop. Times 6 equals, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. But I'm running low on fog cards. They're also expensive. But of course, time isn't expensive. Time means you're about to lose money. They say time is money. My brain is out of money. You would think monsters of opposite elements would not enjoy the companies of others, but they do. It's a good thing they all don't attack at once. Although 7 magicians is a pain. Do I really have to tell you everything? More think about it, yes I do. That's the point of a Let's Play, Magma. I also realize I may have done something terrible. I'm actually gonna skip an item for now and get it on my 3rd trip. You really thought I was gonna do all of this in 3 trips? Yeah, right. Prepare to visit dungeons more than once. More than 3 times. Even if you are a good level. And here we are again. We're gonna skip over this place, the place where we got all the treasure, and continue on upstairs through here. Why would I want to go through there? Because there are going to be a lot of stairwells, but there's also going to be some treasure for us. When in doubt, always go for the treasure first. It may help protect you, just not from yourself or my terrible navigation skills. Ah, here we are. Three treasures through this corridor. But when in doubt, use your own treasures to heal you, like medicine. Stock up on it. Seriously, for only 75 gold, you get equivalent of a heal too. And our second treasure, hiding in this little cubby hole, is a gold flask. Restores 50 magic points. It is pretty nice though, that you don't have to go down long corridors for all your treasures, now isn't it? But yeah, I know, outside that gold flask, nothing really good. Gold flask isn't even that good. 200 gold pieces for 50 magic points. But now I'm in a room with 5 staircases, so allow me to look closely while I find the one that on the path I want to take. Nothing really important. There's a lot of honey in here. 4 stats, but I'll get that off camera. I might actually grind off camera for once. That'd be a wise idea. Especially since I've been failing to do this entire adventure. And through The staircase in the middle of this corridor. I am at the middle corridor, right? Yep. It's a lot of treasure. But I might want to rest. Yeah, I think I want to rest. Using famous sleeping bag. Which, strangely, spirits don't get recovery from. But they get recovery from the end, what the heck? Which is why I should have healed myself with magic form first. Do I have a 7-second sleeping bag? No. Can spirits take medicine, though? No, they can't use items. This is bad. But he can heal with them with magic. But why am I healing? Because of the inevitable. What is the inevitable? Why, it's a boss, of course! The Hydra! And why its fire elemental is red, meaning fire, I have no clue. I think it would be water. Hydra, 600 hit points, and can cast a powerful Flame 3. So now would be a good time to impair it as much as you can. Two different types of offense impairs. Take away its defense and its dodging skills. And boy, while I can't affect his magic, I can affect his physical attack. And here's where the cards might come in handy. Like the call amulet, and cross your fingers for water. Oh dear. My call amulet failed. When you get that bird, it will inflict damage on everyone but yourself, including your allies. It's not the worst possible call amulet, but it's a waste nonetheless. And here's that nasty Flame 3 I was talking about. Which may ask me to do that at least for a little protection. I also do less damage. So what else can I do? I could call on Sif. She'll get burned pretty fast, so I'm just going to use her for dodge all, then get her the heck out of there. Sure wish I had another party member right now, but that's not going to happen now, is it? Card won't work, so throw out all my water cards. But surprisingly, don't do much damage. I think he's rather magic resistant. I think he's going to burn me up if I don't heal myself soon. And there's that vicious 2 attacks per round sometimes. At the beginning, of the second round and the end of the first round. So I hope you have extra medicines. Otherwise, Axis is gonna get axed. If there's only a change, a tribute back to normal. There isn't. I know. I don't know if I did that before. I'm doing it anyways. And Ifrit has been broken. And he's crying in shame. And wherever spirits go when they're dead. Where do good spirits go when they die? And the Hydra is defeated, and gives us a nice amount of EXP and gold. Now if my level up only included more hit points. I'm afraid to ask what game that about Axis. You know, that would have been a lot more useful earlier. Axis? Seriously? But yes, we have the water spirit of Marid. Fortunately, she comes with all of this. Accuracy. And she'll be getting some real nice spells in the future. She also has the most MP of any of the spirits. So before we go, we forgot one thing. On the east and west ends, there's corridors where you can get a total of 4 treasures. More treasures the better. Because they could be honey. But now that we know we can buy honey, you don't feel too bad, but still it's 3,000 gold to get delicious honey. Why is that honey so expensive? Well, if you knew about a magical honey that could permanently increase your strength, you'd be buying that stuff up. You'd be paying a lot more than $3,000 for it. It's called steroids. Although it's not permanent. Am I advocating drug use? No. Am I advocating eating honey? Absolutely. And we're almost to the end of the dungeon. So I have the option of going through for treasure. You have that option too. But in the next video, we're just going to go ahead and go through. And find Salah, because she's waiting very impatiently.